Live from Palm Beach Gardens, it's the Market Update Educated Guessing Show with your new host, Mr. Paul Allen Kornreich. And what happened to PK? Well, we fired his ass because he wanted a raise. He wanted his contract renewed and he asked for double the money. We said forget about it. So now let's everyone put their hands together for our new host, Mr. Paul Allen Kornreich. Thank you, Mr. Schwartz. Thank you, Mr. Schwartz, for the great introduction. I want to greet my friends here. We have the great, Joe Pass singing, Blank Satin Doll. One moment. I want to thank all my friends in the groups for tuning in. It's Ida Chow, goodbye to Adios to PK, and now we're going to talk about our educated guessing, our market update. So let's get right to it. One sec. Relight this. Nothing like smoking a pipe, you guys. What do you want me to tell you? Okay, so we're done with the music. Put the pipe down. The music will come off. Okay. I want to welcome everybody. Again, thank you, Mr. Schwartz. Let's get right to the markets, you guys. Where are we at now? Okay, it looks like PK called his best week to date. No wonder he wanted more money for the show, but the producer canned his ass. So let's talk about the gold and silver. What did PK say last week? He said the silver would go lower, and you know what? It went lower. It was a winner. A winner for PK. And what is my call for this week? I have my call is lower again. I call the silver lower. The gold I'm going to stay off. I have no call on the gold. So that's the metals. I think everything looks like it's turning down. But I'm going to stay with the silver. That's the call for next week. Let's talk about the Bitcoin. Last week, PK said he had no call on the Bitcoin. I'm looking at the notes here. And I'm going to say that I'm calling for lower. I want to be long the Bitcoin, but I think there's a great chance that Bitcoin could go to 41,000. So we'll see. So my call for this week is lower in the Bitcoin. Okay, now let's talk about those stock index futures. All my friends in the day trading group and the ES group, NQ, all of us futures traders, what's going to happen? Let's see, last week, let's see. Actually, that was PK's biggest winner last week. He called the Dow lower, and the Dow really fell apart as you see what happened. And again, I'm going to stay with that call. The call is lower. In fact, I'm going to say lower across the board on the ES, on the NQ, and on the Dow futures. But this was PK's biggest winner from last week. And now let's talk about the, the Wall Street. Yeah, the Wall Street bet stocks, of course. We have AMC. He said last week it would be higher, and that was the winner. AMC went up. And the call is higher for AMC. Again, staying with that call. On the GameStop, he said, yeah, GameStop, he said last week it'd be higher, and it was lower. In fact, that was PK's only loser for this week, was he got the GameStop had dropped. But I like it. I like how it looks down here. I'm going to call GameStop higher. So I got on those Wall Street bet stocks. I got the AMC both higher. And so let's see what's happening. I think that could be the exception. You know, when you get the red group behind those stocks, anything is possible. You guys can throw out the fundamentals. Now let's talk about the Amazon. One second here. I'm just trying to relax. It's my first day on the show, and Paul Allen Corneck's a little bit nervous. Somebody was smoking a pipe. I feel like Hugh Hefner. If you guys remember him from Playboy, he used to walk around in his pajamas and smoking a pipe. Anyway, so let's talk about the Amazon. PK said last week it would be lower, and that was a winner, another winner. And again, I'm going to stay with that call. I think the Amazon, we had a big sharp rally. In fact, it went much higher, stopped everybody out, and now finally it's coming down together with the NQ, with the NASDAQ. So this I can't even talk, you guys. It looks like this wants to go lower, so I'm staying with the Amazon. It's going lower this week. Let's talk about the Tesla. What about this Tesla? PK said last week it would go higher, and initially did go higher, and then I see on Thursday, Friday, they dropped it all the way back down. So I'm going to call it a push. It was a break even for this week, but again, my call is higher. I like this Tesla Elon Musk stock, you guys. Look, I know PK mentions his girlfriend about moving to Mars, and I go off on that. I'm going to join PK on that. You know, look, the fact is, this Elon Musk, the guy's brilliant, and I think it's going higher. The Tesla is going higher, and that's one of those stocks we want to be long in. And let's see the other two futures contracts that we're talking about, futures markets. We have let's see, I can't read. You know, PK can't write. Can barely read the guy's writing. You know. Anyway, the British pound. Last week he said no call, but I'm going to call it lower, which means I think the dollar is going to get stronger by the British pound going lower. So that's the call for the British pound. And on the crude oil, last week PK said he had no call, but you know what though? I'm sticking my neck out. I think the crude's going higher. It looks like it's bucking I hate the trend of the overall market. The whole complexion we see has come down the last couple of days in the market from last week, but the crude looks like it really wants to go higher for this week. So I'm going to stay with that call. So anyway, why don't we just quickly recap here what PK did. How did he do? Well, he got 4 right. He got the silver right on the selling the silver, short the Dow, long the AMC, that going up, and the Amazon down. He got 4 right, and they were all pretty good, real good winners, especially on the Dow and the silver. They really came crashing down this week. And PK called one wrong, which was the GameStop, and the Tesla was right. But we're going to call that a break even because it came all the way back down to pretty much where it was on Monday. So we're going to call that a push. So PK got 4 right and 1 wrong and 1 break even. I mean, it's very close. It's over 2/3, 66%. And I'm telling you, as PK has said in the past, that we all call them between 40 and 60%. Somewhere in that range, but you see we can have a hot hand, and now we know why that PK, he asked for a raise because he thought, oh my God, I'm a genius, and and I want more money to do this show. But you see what happened? They got rid of his ass and put me in, and look at this. Look how beautiful everything is. And look, I gotta listen to this Joe Pass. This satin doll to end this show. Listen, you guys. My satin doll. This Joe Pass. I don't know if you guys or any of you who are jazz fans. You're talking about probably on the top jazz guitar players. This guy has feel like, I'm telling you, Joe Pass probably could have made a great trader because this guy could really play. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for having me. Thank Mr. Schwartz. What the hell they call him? Sammy Schwartz? We'll call him Mr. Schwartz. And treat him with respect now. This whole show is going to be much more respectful. So thanks everybody for watching. Until next week's show, this is PK. Not PK. PK's History. This is Mr. Cornroy with Out of the Box with our educated guessing market update. Ciao everybody. Let's all make some money this week.